Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the complex world of business. And today we're looking at MannKind Corporation and a recent filing that signals a major shift. This filing really tells a story of acquisition and future plans, primarily focusing on their purchase of pharmaceuticals. Let S dive into what MannKind has been up to recently. They've been busy, and this report is all about the culmination of a significant acquisition and setting the stage for future growth. The big news here is the acquisition of SICK Pharmaceuticals, a deal that closed on the 7th of October 2025. This wasn't just a simple buyout, it involved a tender offer where MannKind aimed to acquire all outstanding shares of Spharma. The offer was quite detailed, providing shareholders with a mix of cash and something called a contingent value right, or CVR. Now, what exactly is a CVR? Think of it as a promise for future conditional payments. In this case, these CVRs give Pharma shareholders the potential to receive additional cash based on certain milestones being met. It is like MannKind saying, if our new products achieve these specific goals, you get a bonus payment. This is a common strategy to bridge valuation gaps and keep the sellers invested in the success of the acquired company. The CVRs are tied to two main milestones. Milestone 1 relates to getting us Food and Drug Administration approval for a new drug device product, and there are different payout levels depending on whether this approval happens by the 30th of September, the 31st of December, or the 30th of June of 2026, with increasing payouts for earlier achievement. Milestone 2 is all about sales. It requires a certain amount of worldwide net sales of these new products, and existing ones like Furosix infusers. If they hit at least $110 million in worldwide net sales over a 12-month period before the end of 2026, there is another payment involved. There are specific bonus structures for hitting $120 million in sales, or landing somewhere between $110 and $120 million. The acquisition itself was a big deal. MannKind, through its subsidiary purchaser, successfully bought out Spharma. The tender offer expired on the 6th of October 2025, with a significant majority of SICK Pharma shares tendered. This allowed MannKind to proceed with the merger without needing a separate vote from Spharma. S shareholders, a move permitted by Delaware law, which streamlined the process and ensured the deal closed quickly. The total cash paid in this acquisition was approximately $296.5 million. But the acquisition S cost wasn't just the purchase price. MannKind also had to handle Pharma, S existing debt. They had to repay and extinguish all outstanding debt Pharma had with Perceptive Credit Holdings, which came to about $82.6 million. This was a significant chunk of the deal, showing that MannKind was cleaning up Spharma S financial house as part of the acquisition. To fund all of this, MannKind tapped into their credit line. They borrowed $250 million under their Blackstone credit facility. This facility, which matures in August of 2030, has an interest rate tied to SOFR plus a margin. It hints at MannKind, S reliance on debt financing for major strategic moves. The interest rate can even go up if their debt to adjusted EBITDA ratio exceeds a certain level, which is a common covenant to monitor. The whole structure of the acquisition, especially the CVRs, points to MannKind's strategy. They're essentially betting on the future success of the Pharma products they've acquired. The milestones are designed to incentivize their own management and the former Pharma team to push for regulatory approvals and sales targets. If they hit these targets, Pharma shareholders benefit, and MannKind gets to realize the full potential of their investment. Looking at this filing, MannKind's direction is clear. Aggressive growth through acquisition. This pharmaceuticals deal signifies a major push into new therapies, or expanding their existing offerings while taking on significant debt to do it. The success of this strategy hinges completely on achieving those CVR milestones. If they don't clear those hurdles, the acquisition could turn out to be a much more expensive endeavor than initially planned. The biggest risk here is the uncertainty around those CVR milestones. Regulatory approvals are never guaranteed, and sales targets depend on market reception, competition, and overall economic conditions. If these milestones aren't met, the promised upside for Pharma shareholders materialize, and the market might view the acquisition less favorably. Conversely, if they hit those targets, especially Milestone 1 early or Milestone 2 with strong sales, it could be a huge win for MannKind, validating their bold acquisition strategy and setting them up for significant future revenue. Square. Overall, MannKind is making big plays, but these plays come with big risks and big potential rewards. The next year or so will be critical in determining whether this acquisition truly pays off. Alright, that is our breakdown of MannKind Corporation's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.